Hey, the thing about the Pure and Simple program is I want to show you how you can get food and get organic, good food that feeds your system. It's really easy to do. So if you come with me, I'll go shopping with you. Come on. I try to make sure that I don't get bags or plastic. If you can get these are there's recyclable bags and you can bring them with you. It's convenient and it's also saving our planet, so it's a good idea. Giant is incredible. The stuff that they have here that's organic, they have 2 whole aisles and plus a whole produce stand that's amazing. Hey guys, one of the first things I do is I make sure that I also bring some beauty into the house because you want to feed your soul as well. And if you take a look at these flowers, they're really inexpensive and you can get like 3 for $10 and it really makes you cheerful. It's something I try to do every week. Now, you're going to feed your soul and you're also going to feed your system. Come on with me, I'll show you how to do it. When you're shopping the Pure and Simple way, there's a lot of ways to do it. The first way is the most convenient way. Giant has done a wonderful thing here. They have a product line called Nature's Promise, and it has it's all organic one, which is really important. If you remember when I was sharing with you, these are in specific soils, they don't have any pesticides or herbicides, and they'll feed your system. And they have a variety of things. They have spinach, they have romaine, they have it in big sacks and little sacks. Now, the deal is with this, as I told you earlier, that sometimes eating organic can be more expensive. But here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to show you how to actually cut costs. If you get it pre-packaged, it's going to be more because it's more convenience. But if you'll follow me down this incredible aisle of life here, I'll show you how you can cut a lot of costs and still get great nutrition. They're making it more and more possible. We're like a slow moving train, but we're coming in to get you healthy. You'll see they'll have cut, prepared, shredded carrots. They'll have cut, prepared, shredded broccoli, and different things that are available. I love these little carrots down here. These are loaded with beta carotene. They're really sweet. This is one of the things that I want you to know. The darker the vegetable, the more beta carotene in it. Beta carotene turns to vitamin A in your system, which is what your body needs to thrive, to stay young and keep your immune system built. But look, there's no excuses because they're all here and they are organic. Here's an area of specialty. I know sometimes you're not going to be able to make everything homemade, but if you are going to do a dip or if you're going to do something a little extraordinary, try to make sure it's refrigerated, please, because if it's on an aisle somewhere and it doesn't even need refrigerator, it probably has no life in it whatsoever. So with that said, what I want you to do is at least get the very best you can. If you're going to eat where it's not organic or whole, make sure you get something that has a little life in it so it'll feed your system. They'll try to keep all the organics right at eye level. Like for instance, here is a cucumber. This cucumber, you can see it's real waxy, you can feel it. And here's an organic cucumber that doesn't have any of that wax on it, and again, has more nutrition. Look at the difference from organic and one that is raised in common ground where they put things, additives to help them grow to get more yield and more money. Nutrition, less nutrition. This is a hothouse cucumber. A hothouse cucumber is a little better than a regular cucumber if you can get them because there's no, they don't have to wax it and they also don't put any additives in it, so it's a little bit more nutritious if you can't find it. But you can see that there's pre-packaged goods of every kind, beautiful lettuces, just things to do. These are great for stir fries, and these are awesome. The snow peas are awesome for dips with all kinds of vegetables laid out and some organic raw cheeses, which I'll show you here in a minute. This is organic. Let me show you something here. One of the things that you're going to see where that says 9 there? 9 is divine. 9 means it's organic. When it starts with a 4, it will be, oh my, I'll show you here in a second. When it starts with a 4, that means it's been genetically modified. Look at the differences between this lettuce and this lettuce. This lettuce is awesome. It's filled with calcium and magnesium. It's filled with great greens and minerals. This right here, the darker the green, the more minerals that are in it. So generally, if you look at the darker, you're going to have more nutrition. So this right here, you can see has a lot of beta carotene in it. This is one of the ways that I was telling you that you can save some money. Instead of doing the packaging, like I showed you down there, which is convenient, and I understand why you can do it in a pinch, but if you do the packaging, one bag of packaged romaine lettuce down there is $3.29. Here's 3 romaine lettuce heads, the whole heads, for $2.99. When you cut this up, it yields you 2 bags. So essentially, what I'm saying is you're going to be getting 2 for 1. So it's $1.50 a bag. That's a great savings. And so what we want to do is be really cognitive, because there's no excuses, none. And what I want you to do is get used to spending the majority of your time in the perimeter of the supermarket, because that's where health is. Organic celery, we use that a lot, and today I'm going to be juicing for you, so you're going to see that. But organic celery has something in it called organic sodium, and that feeds your thyroid. With all these men and women with thyroid problems, this is an area that you can start munching on something that's got a great crunch. You can put a great almond butter or great sunflower seed butter and get a lot of health, a lot of bang for your buck, because this isn't a lot of money. I get this early in the week, cut it up, and make sure I have it in the refrigerator whenever I get the munchies. Portobello mushrooms are they're a real substitute for meat, and they're really delicious with some olive oil and a little bit of sea salt chopped up and garlic. Amazing. I do something really spectacular. I take these organic portobello mushrooms, see them? I put them on the grill, I put some olive oil, some salt, and on the top I'll turn it over and I'll put some feta cheese and I'll grill it, and I'll tell you what, it's to live for, with a little basil on top and some fresh cut tomatoes and a big salad. I got people getting hungry around here, I'm telling you. Stick with me, we'll get you healthy and happy. There's a variety of different mushrooms that you can have. Of course, there's the normal mushroom, which is up here, our button top mushrooms. But then I want you, and I challenge you, to get exotic with things like shiitake mushrooms. Actually, shiitake are very expensive, so use them sparingly, but I'll tell you, when you do, you'll love them. You'll love them because they have onions, you add some onions, some garlic, a little bit of olive oil. They're quite stunning in a vegetable stir fry. And then look at these fun things. I mean, they have, this is called inuki mushrooms. So there's so many to try. Look at the different textures and the varieties that God's given us. And I am just begging you guys to be adventurous and try different things and kind of step out of the box to see what God's given us, and use this stuff to not only be healthy, but also enjoy it. This is an eggplant. Again, you can see by the plum color skin and how dark it is that it's very rich in nutrition. You simply cut this up, and you can dredge it through some egg, and if you want to, you can bread it. That's not necessary, but you can put a slice of tomato on it and a piece of mozzarella and put it in the oven at 425 and have you a eggplant parmesan healthy. And you know, at different times of the year, you'll see that they'll be more abundant, like zucchini is in season right now because our body needs it, and God has seen to it that we'll actually get the fruits and the vegetables that we need in the times and the seasons that our body needs it. So we need squash, and you'll see that the butternut squash and the spaghetti squash and all that is out. Now here's the difference. Here is a non-organic. You can see how waxy and glazed it is, again, because it's been prepared to stay in the supermarket for weeks on end. And an organic one has no wax on it, and it has to be prepackaged. But can I tell you folks something? If you will start, I know you're thinking, organic is so expensive. Okay, listen to me. If you will simply start, when you can, purchasing more, the supply and the demand will cause more farmers to farm organic, and the costs will go down. So just take one for the team and help us out, would you? Please. This is butternut squash. Dude, this is so hard to cut through, but it's so worth it. What you do is you would take this, lay this on the counter, you would take a big knife and just put all your weight in it and cut through it. Then it's going to be, you're going to have it in halves, and then you want to take the seeds out, you want to lay it flat on a cooking sheet, and you want to bake it at about 350 for about 40 minutes, depending on the size. And then it'll be very soft to the touch. With a pot holder, you can touch it, and then you pull it out, and then you can cut it and dice it. You can put some organic butter on it, some olive oil, some salt, a little bit of organic sugar, which I'll show you, and it is absolutely delicious and very good for you, and it's a real comfort food. Up high, don't forget your sprouts. You gotta sprout. You gotta sprout. Sprouts are everything. If you take a look at this, A sprout, which I'll show you today, is one little teeny weeny guy in there, and he is the genesis of the whole vegetable. Like this is a broccoli sprout. So when I pull out that one teeny weeny sprout, it has the whole head of broccoli in it. So it's loaded with nutrition. I'm talking to my camera crew too, because I want them eating sprouts. If you ain't sprouting, you're not cool. Now remember when I talked to you